The throat chakra. The throat chakra has been my biggest challenge. Till this day, I'm still having a throat chakra a bit weaker than my baseline, mainly in the back, which create rashes on the skin that comes and goes. Over time, I work on all the main emotions that are affecting the throat, starting with humiliation, that's the one that I see the most, insecurities, defensiveness, anxiety, dread, pride, which is a big one, overwhelm. And they came to me in different moments in my life. And the message was, I need to go deep in that emotion. And once I understand the depth of it and where it was coming from, the pattern, I was able to release it. And then I was transitioning to another emotion to heal my throat. I was born with the umbilical cord around my neck. That was another challenge that I healed through a rebirthing breathwork in hot water. And it seems that my soul mission is to spread love from the throat, giving meditation, teaching, spiritual wisdom, and even I heard from a channeler singing. But I barely started singing, so we'll see. Sometimes balancing a chakra, it's not about only releasing the emotion and then doing a 21-day container of bringing attention in that energy center. Sometimes there's something way deeper that is linked to your soul mission, that is linked to past life, that is linked to some kind of resistance where dark beings are putting you down, because the dark beings they can only tune up the weaknesses that you have. They cannot infringe the law of free will. They cannot put things that you don't have already in your energy field. So I feel that I've been each time reopening my throat, and then the moment that I blocked it from an emotion, I feel I've been like tuned up a little bit. So it's been very very That's why I've been dealing with a lot of resistance doing this video course, doing any type of video in general. Public speaking is a big fear for me. I did it in the past. I was able to navigate this, but the throat always been a challenge. And as they say, your biggest weakness, your biggest challenge, if you're able to overcome it, become your biggest strength, become your gift. Because overcoming this challenge for years allow you to have perspective, experience to help others that are going through the same. So we'll see how my journey goes with the throat. So far, I'm very proud of myself for doing this course. It's a big first step. When the throat is under active block at 190 at pride consciousness, we are subconsciously lying to ourselves. We are subconsciously running negative thoughts about our day-to-day life situation. We might also do what I call white lies. A white lie is when we don't tell fully the truth, when we are not fully transparent. We keep things for ourselves, mainly in romantic relationship. We keep things that maybe like if a conflict happens, it's gonna be subconsciously my magic card that I can pull on the table to win the conflict. Things like that. So when it's underactive, it's mainly all the emotion I mentioned before. And when it's hyperactive, the chakra is weak. It is widely open that we take energy from others. So the pattern is trap emotion of pride with a combination of humiliation, unworthy, things like that. And these people are speaking in a way trying to prove themselves subconsciously, speaking very fast, and they are the worst active listener. They are only listening when there's a benefit for their ego, when they are learning something for their ego. Outside of that, they're not able to hold space for others. So it's, in a sense, it's big ego coming out of the throat. As you keep your attention in the throat, listening to this lesson, and hearing the background frequency of the throat, bring also attention to your upper shoulders, which is part of the area of the throat chakra. And then there's a whole throat. There's the thymus gland, that is the main organ of the throat. And it goes all the way to the jaw here. And it goes up like this to the ear. So for example, me, when I feel like I got triggered or there's something I'm not seeing or something I need to release, recently it's been happening a lot, my left side of the jaw and mainly the left ear become hot. I can touch it here and it's hotter than the right side. So it's like my body telling me, hey, there's something you're not listening to right? Because the throat is also about listening. So there's something I'm not listening to from my feminine. The body is talking to us all the time in also communication with the higher self and the soul. So to have a healthy throat, it's all about the psychology of communication. So being able to fully express our feeling in the moment. So more and more that I learn about negative emotion, more I can realize, okay, now in this moment, I'm feeling humiliation. And as I'm feeling it, like maybe contracting the throat, in the moment, I need to express it. I'm aware and I expect, hey, to this person in front, right now I'm feeling this. Right now, this, what you're saying is hurting me. More and more that we express what's going on, instead of closing, instead of shutting down, more and more we express our truth, more and more we express our throat. We need to learn to express our boundaries, physical boundaries, that people mainly living in fears, pride, consciousness don't take our energy. We need to learn to express our needs. So our love languages, we have 2 primary love languages. We need to learn how to satisfy them for ourselves and learn to express them. This is what I like. Learning to express our need sexually also in sexual intercourse. What do I like? What are my preferences? Guiding the other person when it's pleasuring me. We can assess the throat and each chakra on the map of consciousness. So there's an evolution. So a throat chakra that is at courage, it's all about like bringing courage, bringing confidence to speak, right? To speak your essence, to speak your heart, to speak your solar plexus, that is your identity. As we go to neutrality is bringing trust and like, yes, I know how to express my feelings. I know how to express my needs, my boundaries. I'm good at that. I'm trusting that in the right moment, my throat is going to show up. I'm not going to close it. At willingness, it's all about the will to send energy from the throat. So sending loving words, praising, actively listening. At acceptance, it's fully accepting the feminine and the masculine of the throat. So we are fully embodying this density, this life dimension. The throat chakra is linked to the 5th density, light and wisdom. It is primarily a masculine chakra that is linked to the element of air. So we can start playing with it. For example, if I'm bringing my fire from my solar plexus up in the heart, lighting up the heart, I can play with pushing down the air that is pushing in front of that fire. I can also play with the energy of the heart, bring attention there, bringing love and understanding, compassion, and bringing it up and express it. Almost like it's like I'm puking a loving energy, and it really, really feels like that. It's like, and then when the throat is really, really expressing, it's like the neck is long, the jaw is straight, and it's really like the Arcturians. I saw them walking at Joe Dispenza retreat, and they are very, very elegant. All the time, spine super straight, and then a line like that, jaw open, lifted, neck very long. And that's how a neck and throat chakra should be, that the energy can start flowing, that the throat chakra can be expanded, right? We can tell by the physical posture of people how their chakra are. So if someone that is more having their back like that, like old people that we see walking the street, is because the heart chakra is closed. When the heart chakra is open, naturally the body does. When the throat is open, naturally it does. So be aware of that. Other reason why the throat would be affected, patterns like complaining, gossiping, right? Nothing that is coming out of truth. Truth is an energy of the heart chakra. It's everything over 200 on the map of consciousness. Once we express truth, we express love, we express the Akashic records, we express the quantum field, we express energy of oneness. That's what it means, speaking your truth. It doesn't mean speaking facts. A lot of people out there, they speak facts about different pattern in the society on how we might be controlled, but they do it out of fear. So they do it not from speaking their truth. They don't do it out of love. They don't do it out of compassion. They don't do it out of understanding. They do it out of separation, controlling, pointing fingers. And therefore, they put more energy in that darkness. Speaking your truth is understanding the perspective of the dark side. and not trying to change it, but accept it. Another reason the throat might be blocked is feeling that you're not being listened to, you're not being heard. So it's up to you to step, maybe put a feet on the ground when it's the moment that you need to speak your needs, your boundaries, okay, it's enough now. Can you listen to me for 2 minutes? I would like to express myself. Please just keep it quiet. And then after that, I'm gonna let you express yourself from what I expressed. So we can do this in romantic relationship. For example, we do check-ins every week. Conscious relationship do that. And then each person is gonna have 5 minutes to express their emotion, their feelings of the week. Then the other person is actively listening during that time, and then we switch role, and after that the conversation can start moving in different direction. But the goal of doing those check-in is really like holding space for each other, actively listening, having each other the space to really express everything that we buried, everything that it's been running in the hamster wheel all week. It's very, very important to do this. And if you don't have that kind of setting, maybe it's important to have someone in your life, like a mentor, a therapist, and slowly we start building those skills of expressing our emotion and how do we feel, what's going on in our head, what's going on in our body. We externalize what's going on inside. So to balance the throat, we need to release all those emotions. We need to bring attention in that energy center for at least 21 days. And if the throat is still weak after that, my best advice is really accepting that your throat is healthy, and then we go towards the positive. We start analyzing for the negative, and that's been my journey now. Is I feel that I went through all the roads of trying to see, okay, what's going on here? What do I need to adjust? Well, there's a point where we explored mostly everything, and there's a point where I need to accept that, okay, I'm good now. And then I need to start taking action towards the positive. Affirmation of like, I believe in my throat is strong, I can speak my truth. But this type of mindset usually cannot fully work if we still have some trapped energies in those chakras. So we really need to start exploring all the facets of this possibility of why a throat or a chakra should be blocked. And then after exploring all those facets, then I can start taking action towards the positive. So explore the PDF for more details on all this. And I hope that you learn and grow towards expressing more and more yourself, your true self, your soul.